Hi friends, today we are going to see the past year NEET questions for the chapter Human Health and Diseases. Today in this video we will cover part 3. Now let's begin with the first question, which was asked in the year 1998. Typhoid fever is caused by dash. I think throughout this chapter you'll have more repeated questions, so it'll be easy for us to go through. I think all of you know what the answer is. So what is typhoid fever caused by? It is caused by Salmonella, which is option A. So typhoid fever is caused by Salmonella typhi, and the other species which causes it is actually paratyphi. Okay, this is actually of course it has the it is said to have fever, and there are symptoms which are seen here like fever, headache, diarrhea, some sort of thing. But if you take the rest, Shigella, Giardia, Escherichia, all the four that are given here are bacteria. Escherichia or E. coli is a facultative anaerobe and it is found in the intestine of human beings, while Giardia is a flatch. So Giardia is the only protozoan that is given in the four options here. I'm sorry, this is a protozoan. Okay, while the other three are bacteria. This is a protozoan. It causes giardiasis, a prolonged diarrheal disease in humans. So typhoid fever is caused by Salmonella, which is option A. Now you have a microscope, you have an image of how the culture grows in a Petri plate. As I already mentioned in the earlier chapter, microorganisms are cultured in vitro to see the activity, the resistance, the growth, their impact, everything. So this is actually a medium, which is the medium used here is a blood culture medium, and over that they have cultured, inoculated with Salmonella, and it has grown. Okay, fine. Let's move to the next question here. Which of the following symptoms indicate radiation sickness? Okay, so I'm going to tell you about that. So radiation is when you're exposed to radiations, right? So you have many symptoms: change in cell metabolism, crystallization of hemoglobin, breakdown of RBCs, loss of hair or nails, impairment of vision, damage of differential tissues. So which of the following symptoms indicate radiation is? Option D, ulcerated skin, nausea, loss of hair, and anemia. Okay, next question here. Diphtheria is caused by dash. So diphtheria is a highly infectious disease caused by the Corynebacterium diphtheriae, which liberates soluble toxin. The toxin affects the nerves and causes double vision, difficulty in swallowing, and paralysis of breathing, muscles, and limbs. So it's actually a bacterial disease. Okay, Corynebacterium is a bacterial disease. It's a gram-negative bacteria. Of course, it's a rod-shaped bacteria. So since I told you what is it, now you should be able to answer the question. So it's the poison that is released from the dead bacterial cells into the host tissues. Therefore, the right answer to this question is option A. Now let's move to the next question here. Which one of the following disease is now considered nearly eradicated from India? It's not just India. You can also say many parts of other we can also say it's the many parts of other countries also. Okay, so plague is still there, Kala Azar is there, polio is still there. So we considered one thing to be eradicated from India is actually smallpox. So this is caused by a virus which is called as variola. It's an acute, highly communicable disease which has been eradicated not only from India but also from the whole world, as I already mentioned. Okay, yeah. Next question here. So next question here, in which one of the following pairs of disease both are caused by viruses? So tetanus and typhoid, if you look at option A, both are bacteria, so that is not the answer. Whooping cough and sleeping sickness. Sleeping sickness is caused by protozoan, so that is not the answer. Option C, syphilis and AIDS. Syphilis is caused by bacteria while AIDS is virus, so that is not the answer. Option D is the right answer. Measles and rabies, both are caused by virus. Okay, yeah, therefore the right answer to this question is option D. Now look at the next question, which was asked in the year 1996. In which one of the following pairs of diseases? Okay, so this is a repeated, okay, we're moving on to the next question here. Sorry for that interruption. Okay, let's move on to the next question here. This question was asked in the year 1995. Which of the following pair is not correctly matched? Okay, we have to analyze the matching here. So let's do it. Dengue fever is caused by arbovirus. Okay, plague is caused by Yersinia pestis. That is also right. Syphilis is actually caused by a spirochete named as Treponema palladium. Therefore, the one which is not correctly matched here is option C. To tell about syphilis, it's a bacterial disease, but this disease is actually through sexual transfer, and it's a spirochete. You know how a spirochete looks like this under the microscope, and this is actually caused by the organism Treponema palladium. Okay, therefore the one which is wrongly matched here is option C. Let's move to the next question here. Which one of the sexually transmitted diseases is correctly matched with its pathogen? Okay, again you have to match and see. Urethritis is Bacillus anthracis, wrong. Syphilis, just now we saw in the earlier question, syphilis is caused by Treponema palladium. Therefore, the right answer to this question is option B. Syphilis is caused by Treponema palladium. So here, if you see, the basic symptom or the very predominant symptom that is visible when a person is affected with syphilis is a canker formation in the genital parts. So what happens here is there'll be a lot of huge canker formation, and it will be very painful, it seems, for the person, and especially it will come in the genital parts, and they'll not be able to do the basic actions. And the more suffering part is that these cankers will be there for like 2-3 months, they disappear, and the very sad part is that they will come again. Okay, you don't have vaccines for it, but you have antibiotics. Since it's a bacterial disease, you have antibiotics to reduce pain. But this disease is actually as dreadful when it comes to AIDS, because here also the person suffers a lot. Therefore, the right answer to this question is option B. Next question here. A sexually transmitted disease caused by bacteria. Very easy question. I think we are having a repeated version of syphilis. Yes, the right answer is syphilis. Okay, next question here. If all ponds and puddles are destroyed, the organism likely to be destroyed is dash. Okay, you have 4 options here. Leishmania, Trypanosoma, Ascaris. All these 3, if you see, they are more they're not vector-borne diseases, and they are seen to be found within the host. So they are liberated from the host through feces or through, basically it's through feces. While if you take Plasmodium, out of the 4, this is a vector-borne disease here, where the disease gets transmitted with the help of a vector named as female Anopheles mosquitoes. So if all ponds and puddles are destroyed, the organism likely to be destroyed is Plasmodium. As we all know, it's a female mosquito that when it bites an infected person and it bites a healthy person, that's how the disease starts to spread. So these mosquitoes require water to survive. They lay eggs in the water, right? Therefore, the right answer to this question is option D. Next question here. Next we have skink-zoned. Okay. So this question, which was asked in the year 1993, schizogent or schizogent stage, or you simply call it as schizogeny. Okay, this stage of Plasmodium occurs in human cells. In which stage it is or where it is? Okay, this is actually an asexual stage. So what stage it is? It is an asexual stage. Okay, and this occurs in the human erythrocytes and liver cells. Therefore, the right answer is option C. Now, when to tell about this Plasmodium, there are various species which come under this genus, which contribute to this disease. And if you see certain areas or countries, they have relevant a particular species which is prominent in their areas. So you have different species which come under the same genus of Plasmodium, like Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium ovale, Plasmodium malariae, Plasmodium falciparum. So these are some of the species that are found under the same genus of Plasmodium. Next question here. Give the right matching of the causative agent or the germ and the disease. So you have to analyze here. Anopheles goes for malaria. Then you have Leishmania, goes for sleeping sickness. Then we have Glossina for Kala-Azar and Wucheria for filariasis. The right answer is option D. Okay, here they're asking us the causative agent, the germ or the disease. Okay, therefore the right answer is option D. Next question here. The part of life cycle of malarial parasite Plasmodium vivax that is passed in female anopheles is actually dash. So the one that completes in the mosquito is actually the sexual life cycle, and the one that is completed in the human, okay, in the erythrocytes and the liver, it's actually the asexual cycle. So Plasmodium vivax completes the sexual cycle of gamogeny in the female mosquito, while asexual life cycle is passed to man, which is called as schizogony. Therefore the right answer is option A. Next question here. Who discovered Plasmodium in RBC of human beings? So this is a direct question. You might not know the answer. I will tell you. The answer is option C, Leishmania. Discovered the Plasmodium in RBC of human beings and concluded that malaria is caused by Plasmodium vivax. So Ronald Rose was the first to observe the oocytes of Plasmodium in the female mosquito. But who identified in RBC is Leishmania. But who discovered or observed the oocytes is Ronald Ross. Okay, next question here. Malignant tetane malarial parasite is dash. In human beings, different types of malaria are caused by 4 different species of Plasmodium, and they are benign, malignant, quartan, and mild tetane malaria. So to your right side, you have the clear explanation of it. So benign, if you see, it is caused by vivax. So here it is malignant terrain. So it's Plasmodium falciparum. Quartan, it is malariae, and mild tetane is actually ovale. Therefore the right answer to this question is option A. Next question here. Amoebiasis is prevented by dash. A very easy question which was asked in the year 1990. So I already said amoebiasis is caused by a protozoan called as Entamoeba histolytica, and the disease gains entry into man or the host is through having contaminated or unsterilized water or food. So if you drink boiled water itself, it is enough to eradicate this disease. So this is an amoebic dysentery that is caused by the parasite that I mentioned. It is caused due to the ingesting of contaminated food or water with the cyst. So cyst is actually the infectious stage of the protozoan. It feeds on RBC of the intestinal blood capillaries and damages the intestinal mucosa, secreting an enzyme called as histolysin. Okay. Therefore, the right answer to this question is option C. It can be prevented by intaking or drinking boiled water, because boiled water will kill the cyst. If there's any other contaminants also, they get killed when it's boiled. Therefore, the right answer is option C. So with this, we complete the part 3 of human health and diseases. Hope to meet you in the next part of the same chapter with another set of new questions. I hope this chapter will be very interesting because we are reading the day-to-day incidences and diseases that we come across. So we'll meet in part 4. Thank you.